Hello guys. Well, this recipe is a banger. Mashed potato and butter prawns. Well, we'll start this recipe by boiling potato, add a little bit of salt, water, and heat it up to boil. So this recipe, you would thank me later. You know, it's not every time you eat rice. Sometimes do something for the hobby. So this is my prawn head. I'm going to be adding some ginger, some garlic, some onion, and pepper. Now you can see I did not um grind any of them. So I added some carrots, I added stock cube and some salt just to season that prawn head because we want that flavor in it to come out. Girl! So you don't throw it away. So I added a little bit of water here. You can see me and I set it to boil, to cook. Now, the next phase of the recipe is to make the butter prawns. So we're going to be using butter and any other vegetable you want. So you have here, you have chopped pepper, which is optional. You have chopped garlic, chopped onion, and you have some seasoning cube, some salt. I'm going to be adding some parsley, so white pepper. So it's just a combination of different kind of spices that you know you like. Now for your stock, please reduce your stock when adding because you know that prawns is has its own salt already. Okay, so you can see me, I am going to stir properly here, stir properly, add a little bit of stock cube to it just to make it a little bit sweeter. Then you can use lime or lemon juice, whichever one you want. Okay, so add at least a drizzle, maybe a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, all depending on the quantity of the sauce you're making. Add some white pepper. I went more with another lemon just to loosen it up a little bit, and I stirred it perfectly. You can see it. Then I added a little bit of paprika. This is just to make the color fine. So at this point, you can see that my prawns are actually small. So you can get a king size prawns, but I don't have it. And in the shop around here, I couldn't find it. So I just had this one. And I wanted to make this recipe for my husband. You see, for this odogu. So you're going to butter it. Can you see it? Make sure that everything is incorporated into it. So I'm going to stir fry it. You can see little or no oil. So we're going to stir fry. It doesn't take long, for at least 5 minutes. And the next part of this recipe is vegetables. So you're going to use any vegetable you like. Okay, so I'm using mushroom, cauliflower, broccoli, some carrots. Okay, so you can see my potato is cooked now. I'll take it off the heat, and my prawns head is also cooked. Now you see our drizzle. You see it. I am drizzling this beauty, this lovely. You see into this vegetables just to make the vegetables succulent, to make the vegetables sweet, to make the vegetable ah this recipe was a banger. So add a little bit of salt if you think you need and allow it to cook. Please, the idea is low steam. So another pot, I am going to be making the butter sauce for this potato. Remember, it is mashed potato. So I added butter, a little bit of milk. I added garlic. I added onion, chopped onion, and I added a little bit of, you can use parsley, oregano, or you use parsley, whichever one you want. So I added a little bit of my pepper. So I'm an African woman and I like pepper. Okay, if you don't like pepper, you skip it. Now I am mashing my potato. Did you see it? Mash, 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 mash it very well. I need to mash this potato when it's hot and avoid crumbs. So you see, I am going to be drizzling. Now I filtered it, drizzling some of the milk I've boiled into my potato. This is going to make my potato velvety smooth and fine. And it's going to make it sweet. Did you see it? This recipe, cook for your husband, cook for your boyfriend. You will come back and testify. You have not subscribed up till now. What are you waiting for? Please subscribe now. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay. Now you're going to add more depending on how you want your mashed potato to be. If you want it to be thick, you just add a little. If you want it to be a little bit lighter, I like light mashed potato. I don't like it thick. All right. So you can see I've added, and this is the consistency I am going for. Did you see it looking so good? Okay. So my vegetables are ready now. I am going to be draining it out. Did you see it? Yeah, but we are still going to leave the stock because we still need the prawn stock for our gravy. Okay? So, to thicken our prawn stock, if you don't have this gravy I'm using, you can just add corn flour, celery, or just add flour to it. It's going to make your gravy thicken. But I'm using extra gravy. So I added some broth into it. This is just made with chicken broth and all of that. So I added some broth and it thickened to my consistency that I want. You can see it. It's thickened and it is delicious, guys. So let's plate this thing. Did you see it? The mashed potato. So I need to give this man food. I need to give him food. So you see the mashed potato? And the next is my vegetables. Did you see it looking so good? Oh, I told you, do this one for your boyfriend. Give him a treat. This man, I decided to give him a treat. You know, most times we just do this. Tell them thank you for what they have done, all their labor. All their labor is not easy, especially a man who provides for his family. So did you see my prawn? Yeah. So my prawn came back. I made a little bit of chicken, roasted chicken there. Added more prawn and oh, you see it? It's looking luscious, luscious, girl. So it's time to serve. Let's go and give Odogo this food and let's see his comments. Let's see his reaction to it. Please still subscribe to this channel, okay? We'll bring amazing recipes
so
here.
sweet, what would you have to say about the meal?
This is so...
You see, that's what a loving wife does for a husband.
Absolutely.
Who has worked so much.
Absolutely.
My husband has worked so much.
Put your feet up.
Exactly. When he's home, you give him a treat. So tell people to subscribe to the channel.
If you don't subscribe, you are losing. And I mean it.
So
I definitely urge you all to subscribe.
So let's rate the dish over 100.
This is more than 100. It is. Oh. Oh.
Do I deserve a kiss for it?
Please. And the other one. Come. Tell me why you haven't subscribed. Tell me now why haven't you subscribed? This is so, and I'm not joking. I'm not joking about it.
Honey, you say it's 8-star.
It's more than 8-star. If you don't subscribe, you are missing. You have to subscribe. I'm telling you. Wait. You have to subscribe now. Oh, this is so. Oh,
Bye guys, see you in my next video.